Speaking of communing, how about not with a god, but with nature? Commune with nature.
That's the most important thing of all, winning the trust of people that have put their trust in us, many of them for the first time, and Boris will have my full support as he does that.
Well, I don't know why he's talking to a tree.
5th level divination ritual, casting time for 1 minute, range of self, components verbal, somatic, duration instantaneous. So this one you need to have your questions prepped. You can't change it halfway through. Weird. You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. Terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. Ooh. Influence from other planes of existence, buildings. See, that one at the bottom just really falls flat, doesn't it? Compared to everything else that just followed. Okay. For example, you can determine the location of a powerful undead in the area, the location of a major source of safe drinking water, and the location of any nearby towns. Alright, 300 feet's still a wide radius, and if you're already in search or kind of know one of those things is there, either it's an old mine, so you're looking for minerals. Oh god, that's actually setting-wise? Issues with Commune with Nature, so I don't think many spellcasters outside of Druids are getting this, so they're already probably going to be not in towns or mines or working for people industrially. But like setting-wise, being able to find minerals, even if you're not inside like a mine within 300 feet, which is still crazy, because that like it doesn't say it stops by stone. Like it could just go under. Like, hey, where's this mineral nearby? It's like, well, it's through 80 feet of rock, but you're in this cave system and it's over there. Well, actually, I guess it's how specific is it? It's 3 facts about the choice. So it's not really giving you instructions on where it is? No, because it and the location of any nearby towns, location of major sources of drinking water, so it's not just information that, oh, hey, it's within this radius, here's also the location where it is within this radius. So the rock thing does count, or the mineral thing does count. Not bad. Terrain, bodies, water, good to get some influence on that, or if any buildings are there, like, how to put it? Because it's a ritual, oh my god, this doesn't have a chance of failure. This doesn't have a chance of failure. Unlike the 25% last time, this is still a ritual. Even though you're limited to but there's no limit on how many times you can cast this, because it's a ritual still. So even though you're limited to 3 on the initial casting, that's only a time limit thing. You can just, if you have downtime in an area, just keep casting this to get the entire lay of a 3-mile radius. Whoa. Any powerful celestials, fiends, elementals, fae, or undead. Influence from other planes of existence, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people. Prevalent peoples? How'd I miss that? The only real limitation is the fact this doesn't work in like towns or cities, which makes sense, but looking for a hermit or something? Okay, to be fair, to get within 3-mile radius of something, if you're already searching it out, like the 300-foot scenario, if you're already in a dungeon or cave system, or not a dungeon, but a cave system, and you're already probably hunting down one of these things and then casting this. The other scenario I can think of is where it's come up a few times in my games, or I've heard in some other DMs' games, is players have downtime, they're in an area, Druid's just gonna cast it to see what's up on this travel, and then what do you know? There's this random building that's out here that's not on any maps, or there's this portal. It is great to dig up those things that would have just either been passed, or if you want to set up some kind of scenario or encounter, because you can just keep casting this and get the entire information of a lay of a land of 3-mile radius. And then catching powerful undead, elementals, fiends, fae, celestials, so you can just, how to put it, they'll likely be hiding in a town, but if there is one of these things hiding or disguised as someone and they're powerful enough to pick up, I guess that is an issue. That's something to determine what the influence and power are, and also prevalence. Would that be enough to be picked up, or like a single imp? I don't think that'd be picked up. Would like a succubus be picked up? What's the threshold of powerful? Anywho, now outside of those, the fact you can recast this, doesn't have the failure rate, there's no material component, this is just good. The only limitation is when you're underground, the radius is reduced, but there's still 300-foot radius. There's then also the thing of, you can't do this in cities or towns, but it can still pick up buildings in the distance. The fact it's a ritual just makes this so good. I mean, if you're in a city campaign, it's not gonna come up, which kinda sucks, but outside of that, it's just great. Like, just cast this while traveling. Get off a horse or in camp, just cast it, just see. 9 out of 10. Just because you can recast this so easily that the question restriction doesn't really apply, and the city and town restriction is the only thing. And if you're trying to hunt down or narrow down where something is, the fact that I can give you the location is great. 9 out of 10.